Autumn Johnson for NCAA Digital, and I'm catching up with the 2021 NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament champ, Stanford's Haley Jones. Haley, back in April, Stanford hoisted the 2021 National Championship trophy, and you were named the most outstanding player of the tournament. Now that you've had time to just soak everything in, how does it feel now knowing every day you're a champion?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Actually, in the locker room yesterday, we were talking about how in the moment, none of us thought it was real because I mean, it's something that you dream of growing up being a basketball player. So for it to be real in the moment, it was insane. And so looking back now, we're like, okay, wow, we really won the thing. And I mean, every day at practice, it's like we're the defending champs. So we aren't settling. We want to win another. I have 2 more years. I want to win two more. So I think it's kind of a different feeling going in this year being the reigning champ. You know, we have a bigger target on our back, even more so than last year. So we have a lot of fire, a lot of energy every day, but it's just awesome.
Yeah, speaking of that, Stanford is returning 12 out of 13 players from the last season's
Yeah.
championship team. What do you think the potential is of this team to run it back and hoist that championship trophy in Minnesota in 2022?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential. I think last year what we had that a lot of other teams don't have is our depth. And I mean, we are returning 12 of those 13 players and we went 10, 11 deep in most games in the tournament. So, I mean, we're returning all that depth and everybody just came back even better than last year. And then, I mean, we're adding 5 new great players. We have grad transfer who's amazing and then 4 new freshmen who are all just killing it so early in the year. So we're very excited to get back there. I think Stanford, we're kind of always seen as an underdog, even though we were the number one overall, it's still like, oh, are they going to win? Whatever it may be, West Coast basketball, whatever. But I think we proved ourselves last year and we still have more to do this year.
Yeah, I'm so excited for it. Shortly after your hometown, Santa Cruz declared April 4th, Haley Jones Day, and they threw you a whole parade. Like that was really exciting to see. When you first picked up a basketball, though, did you ever imagine your skills earning you a day honored after you?
Yeah, I honestly didn't. I didn't even know that that was like something that happened to people. And then, especially me, like I grew up just a random kid in Santa Cruz and I played every sport imaginable. I didn't know that basketball was going to end up being the one for me. So when the mayor reached out to my mom and my mom called me, was like, "Oh, would you be interested in this?" I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah!" Like didn't even know that was possible, but yes, please, let's do it. Let's do everything imaginable. So it was amazing. It was just another surreal moment that I didn't know was possible, but it's so cool now.
I love that for you. Like, what went through your head when you found out that you have your own day? And then what did that moment mean to you overall?
Yeah, I mean, when I found out I mean, I kind of started with just the key to the city, which I thought only like superstars get. So I was like, no way, me. And then they wanted to dedicate the day. So on top of that, it was just crazy. Like those were never goals that I had for myself. Or so for something like that to come along was insane. But I mean, when I was told, it was just a moment of just I don't know, just so much pride and just how proud my parents were on the phone when they were telling me, and then having all these people that I hadn't seen in years because I went to high school in San Jose. I didn't even go to high school in Santa Cruz. So like having all like my middle school friends there, people who grew up being family friends or just watching me, or like my parents' old players because they're the old high school coaches came. Like it was so cool having that community there with me for that day. It was super special.
Ugh, that is special. Just fast forwarding to June, you won a gold medal with USA basketball at AmeriCup. At 20 years old, you're now a two-time gold medalist. What was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I mean, representing USA basketball every time is such an honor, especially making this AmeriCup team. I mean, they invited 20 of us of some of the best collegiate players to come and compete. And so the trials were crazy hard. I mean, you're playing against the best in every position basically at training camp every day. So I think it just made everybody there better. And then being selected to the team was awesome. I think it's cool getting to know these girls because a lot of times, like, I don't know all the SEC girls, all these Big Ten girls. So I'm watching them, I'm scouting them, but getting to know them as normal people was really cool. And then, I mean, we played against other like Olympic teams and national teams, and be able to win was just such a crazy experience. We're playing these grown women, and here I am, like, I still have homework to do while I'm there. I'm working an internship, and I'm playing against these grown women with their kids in the stands. Like, it was crazy. So to be able to win, it was just such an honor and prideful experience.
Speaking of that, what did you learn about yourself in your game playing with different teammates and against professional talent that you can now take into this upcoming season with Stanford?
Yeah, I think playing with USA basketball, everybody takes on a different role. You know, we're all coming from kind of being that player on your team. And so now you're here and you're picking up a different role. Like I was coming off the bench and that's fine. I've never really been the player where I need this and that and the accolades or whatever it may be. So coming off the bench, I knew what I needed to do to help my team. If that was being a facilitator, if that was picking up my defense, if I was rebounding, whatever Coach Staley and Coach Barnes and Coach Rosati needed from me, I was going to do that. So I think it's just kind of like knowing your role and being okay with that, playing within yourself for what's best for the team. So that was a new experience. And then also playing against these older women, like, you know, they're quick, they're efficient is the word I would say. So I learned how to kind of get stuff done without taking, you know, you're taking less dribbles to get places, you're pulling up quicker, you're doing goofy foot finishes rather than having extra time. I think it was just learning how to be more efficient with my play.
And while you were in Puerto Rico, you were balancing competing for gold and, like you said, your internship with Togethxr, which is a media company that elevates women's sports coverage, founded by Olympian and legends Sue Bird, Alex Morgan, Simone Manuel, and Chloe Kim, like heavy hitters. What's it been like for you just working for a company that's for women, made by women?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I think just media coverage, women's sports still doesn't get as much as they deserve, but I think that it is on the rise. And so to have a huge media company founded by these amazing kind of trailblazers in each of their sports is so cool to work. Like I'm not in direct contact with them, but just to know that I'm like working for their vision, which is also my vision as well, because I'm the next generation of what they did. So I think it's really cool to kind of be on this ground floor with this new company and, you know, working through creating series, still creating their brand, finding new talent. And with my internship, I'm really able to go with more so project based. So I'm learning so much from all these different amazing people and kind of getting that behind the scenes look. So it's just been amazing. I've been learning so much.
You've had an eventful offseason, to say the least, booked and busy. You threw out your first pitch at San Francisco's Giants game, you know, a different stage for you, but what was that experience like?
Yeah, I think just very similarly to like getting my own day in the key to the city, I didn't know that that would be an opportunity that I'll be able to do. I grew up going to Giants games. So like when they DM'd me and then started emailing me about it, I was like, you want me to throw a pitch? Like I've never picked up a baseball before. So like literally the weekend before, I was learning how to throw a baseball with my dad, like in our cul-de-sac. And then the day of, my teammates after lift were they're trying to help me throw the baseball like in the gym. So it was just such a cool experience, and I got to have them out there with me on the mound, because I mean, like it's an honor for me but also for them, because like I wouldn't have been able to throw that pitch if we didn't win together. So having them out there with me was just amazing. And like I did totally shank it like towards the mascot, and I was like, you know, whatever, it's just cool being here. So it was awesome.
And you did it in style too with the Syracuse dunk. So I was like a
Thank you.
huge
Yeah.
fan of that.
Yeah, half
But
has got the look, so had to have it.
exactly. You know, summer is almost over, classes are about to start, and basketball season, before we know it, it'll be here. What are you looking forward to the most in your junior year?
I think I'm just looking forward to building on what we did last season as a team. You know, we had 4 goals last year and we have those same 4 this year. So we want, you know, Pac-12 regular, Pac-12 title of the tournament, and then we want the regional and the natty. So we had 4 for 4 last year. We want 4 for 4 again. So I mean, we're just looking forward to building on what we had last year. I still think that we really showed our best basketball last year. So I think that we have lots of room to grow. And then me personally, I think you know, on the court, I want to be more of a leader this year, be more vocal. I'm getting that 3-point shot going. We're working on stuff. I think there's just so many different aspects, since I am kind of, I play everywhere. I think I can uplift my game in every kind of section of that. So, I mean, I'm just excited to get back out there, really.
Yeah, we saw that 3-point game blossoming in the tournament for sure. I'm excited for that. But before I let you go, you know, I know you're a champion on the court, but you're also a Smeeze Challenge champ. I saw that on TikTok. You broke the scale at the highest rated Smeeze on your team, 1,000 out of 10. You know, can we just expect those skills out in the court this season?
Oh, I mean, for sure. Like with the Shmees, like I'm a Bay girl. So I basically, you know, the Shmees just kind of part of the culture, part of the personality. So I think, you know, I think they try to give me the best dancer title on the team, but I have some worthy opponents. But I mean, just with the team, we're always having so much fun. I'm always going to bring my personality out there on the court. I think everybody can see it when I play. So yeah, I mean, the Shmees will probably see it in the game at some point. If we're really getting hyped up on the bench, you'll always see me dancing on the side.
Love it. I had to ask you that, Haley. Thank you so much. It was great catching up with the champ.
Yeah, thank you so much.